Laos is finalizing significant documents which will be signed and adopted by ASEAN leaders during the 28th and 29th Asean Summits in Vientiane from September 6 to 8. These documents are linked to the 8 priority areas under Laos Asean chairmanship this year, officials in charge reported in Vientiane on Monday. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs ASEAN Department Director General Phongsavanh Sisoulath said, in terms of the 8 priority areas under the Laos chairmanship this year, good progress had been made, particularly in the finalization documents which would be adopted by ASEAN leaders during the summits.
In terms of implementation of the 8 priority areas under Laos Asean.
These officials briefly informed members of the diplomatic corps, international organizations, and media about the progress made in Laos' preparation for the ASEAN Summit, so they can report back to their home countries. These documents included declarations regarding ASEAN's response to natural disasters, transition from informal to formal employment towards decent work promotion in ASEAN, along with the initiative for ASEAN Integration Work Plan and Master Plan on ASEAN Connectivity for 2025.
Categories of badges, are there different separate categories of badges? Is there any maximum number of badges per category?
They also address cultural heritage, trade facilitation, promoting sustainable development and infrastructure development in the region.
Good progress had been made, particularly the finalization.
According to Mr. Phongsavanh Sisoulath, during the 3-day summit, Prime Minister Thongloun Sisoulith, as chair of the Laos Asean chairmanship, this year will host a total 11 of summits in Vientiane.
The assigned meeting for our president.
He said the 28th and 29th ASEAN Summit will have a total of 42 outcome documents.
If you have asked, we have said about the area, what is your plan?
September is an important month for Laos, as we will host these summits, which will be organized at the National Convention Center. The 28th ASEAN Summit will be convened in a plenary session format, and ASEAN leaders will focus their discussion on ASEAN community building, especially the implementation of the ASEAN Community Vision 2025 and the 3 Community Blueprint and the ways forward. Meanwhile, the 29th ASEAN Summit, ASEAN leaders will focus their discussion on ASEAN external relations and its future directions, as well as exchange views on regional and international issues of common interest and concern. Over the past 7 months of Laos chairmanship, the country has hosted and chaired a number of ASEAN meetings at different levels covering the 3 ASEAN pillars, namely political security, economic, and socio-cultural. These included the ASEAN Foreign Ministers Retreat, ASEAN Defense Ministers Meeting, ASEAN Labor Ministers Meeting, 49th ASEAN Foreign Ministers Meeting, and the 48th ASEAN Economic Ministers Meeting. The 8 priority areas under Laos chairmanship this year include implementation of the ASEAN Community Vision 2025, narrowing the development gap, trade facilitation, SME development, tourism development, connectivity, transitioning from informal to formal employment towards decent work promotion in ASEAN, and reinforcing cultural heritage cooperation. During the meeting, officials in charge highlighted the country's readiness in various fields, particularly arrangements concerning the airport, security, protocols, healthcare, hotels, and media facilities.
Member states stronger.
ASEAN, established in 1967, groups Brunei, Cambodia, Indonesia, Laos, Malaysia, Myanmar, the Philippines, Singapore, Thailand, and Vietnam.